I'm David Teal with Popular Woodworking Magazine, and we're on the floor at the AWFS Show 2007 in Las Vegas. We're in the Jet booth, and with us is Chris Plug to talk about some of the new items this year. Chris, thanks for having us.
How you doing?
Now, I know that Jet has a lot of table saws in their line. The new one that we want to talk about, that's got some pretty special items on it?
Yes, we introduced a new saw this year, the Jet Xacta Deluxe.
Okay.
It's got several new features.
Okay.
One of those features right here is the new guard.
Okay.
It's a toolless design. Keeping that guard on the saw at all times is crucial, so we wanted to make it as easy as possible for the operator.
Because guards are sometimes a complication that people don't want to fight with.
They can be, and we don't want it to be. Safety is important.
Absolutely. So what makes it easier?
Well, like I mentioned, it's a toolless design. It breaks down really fast.
Show me.
This is a spring-loaded. Once again, you just pop it off.
Okay.
You've got your blade guard off.
Great.
Then you're at your pawls, your anti-kickback pawls.
Also a good safety device, yes.
Spring-loaded once again.
Cool.
To get into the innards, just take the throat plate off the back, and a quick cam
pops it loose.
Pulls it out.
No tools. I like that.
No tools.
Simple, simple. Now, what else is going on here? What's the red thing?
The red thing is a arbor lock. The days of sticking a stick in the saw blade and wrenching, we've taken care of that. We've got some detents in here.
Right.
You roll around to the proper spot, you stick it in, and then all you need is your wrench.
That's great.
Yeah. Making getting to the blade so much easier. We've also incorporated a poly V-belt drive.
Cool.
Smoother and better transition.
No jumping around.
No jumping around.
Right. Cool.
We also have a dust shroud here, which goes from 4-inch dust collection in the top to 4-inch in the back.
Cool.
For better chip collection and dust removal.
Which keeps the dust out of your lungs, which is a good thing too. All right. Now I noticed something that there's a drawer underneath this. That's pretty slick.
We've actually, it just seemed like the right thing to do. We got the space. We raised the dustpan up. You got your drawer for all your tools, wrenches, whatever you want to put in there.
The things that are always falling off the top of the table anyways.
Exactly right. Put your jigs in there. Save it for later.
A smart idea. Smart idea. Now we've got, what's our next tool we want to look at?
We've actually got something good for you here today. We've got the 12-inch joiner planer combination machine.
Terrific. Let's take a look at that.
All right. All right, Dave. This is the 12-inch joiner planer combination machine.
I recognize the joiner, but this tabletop looks a little different, Chris.
Yes, this is actually a corrugated top.
Okay.
Has a little bit lower coefficient of friction, so when you're passing your boards over, it's easier to push through.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Now,
we've also incorporated a European guard design.
Cool. Now, but this is 12 inches?
This is 12-inch joiner.
And that's a pretty big joiner.
That is a big joiner.
You're usually paying about $3 grand for a 12-inch joiner.
That's about right.
So, but you've got this as a transformer type of thing.
Oh, yes.
So this does more than just joining.
We're going to show you how to plane as well.
Okay. How do we do that?
We got a handle here. You just lift it up.
Okay.
Back it out, and lift the table right up.
Aha. And there's the cutter head for the joiner.
This is the cutter head for the joiner as well as the planer.
Nice.
All you do is you flip your dust collector around. Your handle, your lock, and your pulley for the feed rollers, you're ready to go.
And you've got the same corrugated table on the planer as well.
That is correct.
Which is really nice because if you do manage to find a beautiful 12-inch board, you don't have to make it 8 inches to run through the joiner, even though you got a 12-inch planer.
Yeah.
And this is $2 grand for the
$2
two
grand.
machines.
Very nice machine.
Very slick.
Nice price.
That is. I'm glad to see that in the market. That's excellent. Now, we looked at 2 machines, but there were a couple other things you wanted to mention as well.
Yes, we have a couple other machines coming out. We've incorporated helical heads into our joiners as well as our planers.
Okay, and the helical head gives you what?
It's going to give you better cutting performance, as well as it takes away all that time to change the blades. They're self-indexing cutters.
Like that.
And you can use all 4 sides.
Really like that.
Really easy to change the blades.
Okay, and anything else?
That's all we have coming to market at this point.
Well, that's a pretty good package.
Yeah.
Really, really nice. Chris, thanks a lot for showing us this. I appreciate it.
All right.
Okay, we're on the floor at the AWFS 2007. Thanks for watching.